What is up, everyone? All Barcelona fans and football fans, back again with another video. And hopefully, this is not gonna be everything. Like, it's not gonna be too in depth. But today's video, I'm gonna go over some of the most of the things that happened the last 2 weeks. Barcelona's last two games, and some of the transfer stuff that's been going on, and a couple of things like that. But before I start, I just want to put out something which doesn't really normally fit here because it's a whole other thing, different from football. But it has to do with sports, and I just don't feel like I just want to put it out somewhere really as well. Recently, if you're following wrestling, you would know this. What I'm about to mention, but the wrestling world lost recently an incredible talent, an incredible person, man, who was very, very passionate and very, very just amazing in what he did for the sport, and so creative, so amazing. His name was Wyndham Rotunda, or aka more known as in WWE, should I say, in the wrestling company WWE as Bray Wyatt, or The Fiend as well, most recently too. He brought a lot of entertainment to so many people, and tragically he passed away this Thursday due to reportedly a heart attack, I believe it is, and he leaves behind 4 kids and his wife, and it's really, really tough. And also to his former White family brethren, members, two friends, Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan. We lost another one who was part of that faction that he was in, Brody Lee, a couple years ago, and now White's gone too. And you can see how much it affected a lot of people. And I just want to say, rest in peace, Wyndham Rotunda. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Thank you for everything. And yeah, it's just a little thing there. But now let's get into it, the real stuff. We start off with the 2 games that we have been playing. The start of the season, the first game against Getafe, which just I just don't. It was full of so much controversy. It was one of the worst refereeing I've ever seen. This guy was up to even going past Lahoz levels. This dude, I don't remember his name, but this guy was absolutely terrible. He screwed us over so much. When Getafe was going, and not get me started on Getafe and their comments afterwards. I'm not even gonna go into that, but I'm just gonna say they're a bunch of whiners, a bunch of dumb idiots, really. All of them over there, and I'm not afraid to say that because they're just talking way too much crap, and they're being hypocrites, really, especially their coach, which I don't like at all. But that's beside the point. What happened in this game is they were playing very dirty, multiple times with elbows, hitting both Lewandowski and multiple and Gundogan and many others like that. Some people even grab Lewandowski, but and everything. All of that, all of that happened, but nothing. Not even a yellow card, barely. Especially that one guy, Suarez or whatever his name was. I don't remember that one. One of their players there. He did so much bullshit that it just, and he didn't even get punished for it. And Rafinha does it once, which, by the way, yes, it was a bad thing, and I'm sure, yes, that definitely should be a red card. Not a 2-match ban though. That's really dumb, but whatever. That definitely should be a red card. I am not gonna say it isn't, but they are not being fair. If that was a red card for Rafinha, then why the hell did not any of their players get red carded as well? Why did not that guy not get red carded as well when he freaking elbowed Gundogan right in the chest? Gundogan fell down on the ground, couldn't breathe for a few, for like 10 to 20, 30 seconds or something. It was like, how the heck do you punish one thing but not the other? It's such corruption. It really is. And it didn't even end there. Didn't even stop there. It went through the whole game. With bullshit calls all the time. And by the end, we should have gotten a penalty. We should have gotten a penalty, but they called handball on Gavi, which wasn't even a handball. The other player of one of their defenders or whatever, he was pulling Gavi, he was holding Gavi, and he was pretty much pushing him towards the ball. Gavi couldn't move his arm or anything at all. That was never in a million years should that be a handball. And multiple people afterwards have been saying that as well. That is a dumbass decision. Even the Spanish Federation, like a referee, they said also like, nah, that's bullcrap, and they suspended him even the next weekend after as well from refereeing. Didn't give him a referee, which was good. Thank you for that. At least there's some justice in that. But he should be suspended permanently. They constated that was a clear. There should have been a penalty on. But they took it away because of that bullshit. Because of idiotic refereeing like that. It's absolutely horrendous. We were robbed of a potential victory with that. And it's just so dumb. Yes, overall, it wasn't one of our best games. We all know we have struggled always against Getafe. And we have plenty of chances, but it just couldn't go. But overall, the flow of the game was ruined by the referee as well, and we were robbed 100%. It wasn't just our performance; it was pretty much 50-50 in a sense. I'm just lucky we weren't playing against a better team that was going up forward, because we could have that could have been even tougher. That can maybe happen tomorrow against Villarreal. We don't know, but they have not been the best. But we'll get to that in a minute. But then, like, even after such a tough start, it's really shitty. It really is really shitty, and it's annoying how corrupt this is, and you can see it on so many other things now. It's not just in Clásicos anymore. It's in every single game. Even the last game now against was against Cadiz. There was plenty of dumb stuff happening there too. Not as much, but it was still there. Thankfully, though, we had plenty of chances. We dominated that game throughout, but we could have done it much better. We could have finished it off much better, but we just weren't clinical up front. We're just having an off day, but thankfully, in the end, we got through with it, and Pedri scored an incredible goal, and also then afterwards Ferran Torres as well. He's been on fire recently. I'm so happy that he's finding his form, and I hope that tomorrow he may also start against Villarreal. I think he has earned that very much so. But 2 goals like that by the end, towards the later half of the second half there, and we got the victory, a very important victory. So we got this 3 points there in an overall pretty good match, pretty good performance, but there were still some things lacking. There were still some things that need to be worked on, and I hope in this next game those things could be worked on decently enough. And also, I forgot to mention, Xavi Hernandez also got a red card. Yeah, right? He missed the game. He's gonna miss I think this next one too. Also, it's just really, really dumb overall what's been happening. We won't have Rafinha tomorrow either, so that's gonna be a little bit annoying too. But thankfully we have good players. We have good. We can step in. Ferran has been stepping up, so hopefully he starts. Pedri, but sadly there's some other things that's been happening in injury wise, which I'll get to in a bit, but in a second. But I just first want to go over um just overall the start and how things for tomorrow looks. Judging by these two first games, there's plenty of stuff in front that's not been working out the best way possible. um, and I just hope that we can possibly bring in João Felix if that's the one we could be going for. Just somebody to help out, and then Joe Cancelo could hopefully be finished up soon as well, because we need some speed there on the right, that can help us out, and also in defense too. We just need this, and especially as with the with the injuries too, and that has to do with that as well. Um, so looking for tomorrow, I think there could be some changes maybe to the lineup, and some things could be put in judging by the circumstances at the moment. And those circumstances, as I said, has to do with some injuries as well. And sadly, Pedri got injured a day or two or so ago during training. He's been set to be ruled out. And to be out of action for at least a little bit more than a month, which is very tough. Hopefully he can come back early. That thankfully there is in the international break in between as well, so I hope at least he can come back before the Champions League starts. So hopefully he'll be back for that in time for that. But it's gonna be tough without him. We saw a lot of season for how much of an impact he really can make, and we already seen it so far the beginning of this too, with that goal against Cadiz and everything. So that's gonna be a big loss for us. But we have some people who can step in. Possibly we have a good midfield with Ilkay Gundogan, Oriol Romeo, and Frenkie de Jong, and we have people who can step in, like these youngsters that have been coming in, like Fermin Lopez, for example, who can be substituted on and do good. Gavi as well, and others. There is still people who can step in, still good players in the squad. So hopefully we can still manage well enough until Pedri comes back. Another injury as well that's very tough on us is Araujo, who got injured as well. And he's not out for as long as Pedri, but I think he will at least be out until after the international break, I believe. Until then.